I've got a one of my special guests on today. It's Don Hoy from Wolfden Resources. Don, or Wolfden Resources, one of the members of my website sponsorship program. In fact, they were the first member of my program. I've and, got sorry about that. I've just realized my video went off on another screen. Sorry about that, Don. So yes, Wolfden, first sponsor, and they've been with me almost a year now. Thanks a lot for joining us today, Don.
Thank you very much for having me on the show, Alan. Pleasure to be back.
You betcha. Now, just to bring things into context, you've had to be kind of quiet for the last 6 months or so, haven't you, Don?
Yeah, we have been, and the main reason for that is that we are involved in trying to acquire a key piece of ground, which is totally surrounds our initial Rice Island property there, and so over the last year, in fact, we've been in active engagement with a prospector that had that tie-on ground around Rice Island, and we were able to come to agreement with that prospector about a month ago. So we have the agreement in hand now, and what that effectively does, it effectively really enhances our position in terms of not only the size of the Rice Island deposit in the deposit locale, but it also gives us several chances to make additional discoveries elsewhere on the property.
Now, Don, that why I've been a big fan for quite a while, but I kind of had to hold my enthusiasm for a while there because one time we did an interview and you showed me the geophysics, and I could clearly see it was going in the direction of where you didn't have the claim blocks. And I didn't panic about that because I felt that the best deal for everybody, you guys, the prospector, was for him to do a deal with you guys. My reasoning behind that is that a prospector wants to see those projects get worked on, and unless they get in with the right group, they can't get the long-term funding. And Wolfden isn't the kind of company that has any real problems due to your association with Ewan Downey and the crew at Premier Gold. I thought that he'd have a much better chance of doing something with you guys than doing something with just any other group. And also, it made sense because of what you were finding.
Yeah, we're in total agreement, and that was our thinking all the way along. And but sometimes they can take some time, and obviously this one did. But we're very pleased to have completed the deal, and we're looking forward to going back and exploring again.
Yeah, actually, I'm going to point some of my viewers. If you look above me, there's a search button on the top of my website. If you go in there and plug in Wolfden, you'll see some of the various different stuff I've done on it, Wolfden. One of them was an interview with Don from the floor of the last year's mining conference in Vancouver. And in that interview, Don actually shows us some of the geophysics. So why don't we talk a little bit about that now that it's a little clearer, Don? You had shown me. Now I'm going to your viewers if you're interested. I'm going to the presentation on Wolfden's website. Go to their website at Wolfden. That's WLF.V resources.com. Is that it, Don?
That's correct.
Yeah. And then you'll find their the presentation, and we're going to work through that. So um, I'm going to go down past the disclaimer. Everybody read those disclaimers. Which map is it, Don, that has the good geo? Okay, so there's the claim. Is that Rice Island? Is that now including the new claims you on slide 6?
Okay, slide number 6. Yes, that you're referring to the
Yes, and it's got
Yeah,
a claim map around it.
that's correct. You can
Yes.
see the heavy black line, solid black line. So that indicates the entire property right now, and that's about 26 square kilometers or 2,611 hectares right now. So by uh, by reaching the agreement with the prospector, we increased our ground position from about 700 hectares to 2,611 hectares. So clearly, we have much more room and several very prospective targets on this new land package that's been put together.
Perfect. So for the geologists out there, they've got that geology map. You can take a look at that. I'm going to scroll down to the cross section on slide 8. This shows you the past drilling and how the mineralization is looking in there. Why don't you explain some of the importance that's been found in that past drilling, Don?
Sure, and having a look at slide 8 as you referred to, it actually is a longitudinal section, so it's not a cross
Oh,
section.
sorry.
So looking into the page, we're looking to the northwest, and very basically, the blue color you see, the light blue color is the intrusion, the gabbro and ultramafic intrusion, and if you go below that, you can see sort of a pink color. The pink color represents disseminated mineralization, and below the disseminated mineralization, you see the solid red color, which is representative of semi-massive and massive sulfide. So collectively, the dark red color with the semi and massive sulfide with the disseminated sulfides comprises we call the main zone, and that main zone occurs right at the base of the intrusion. In other words, of that blue color, light blue color, and then we came up with a new zone during drilling in 2015, 2016, and that's that sort of stippled red color that occurs below the semi and massive sulfide zone, and that's what we refer to as the new lower zone.
That's just to the outside of, in this map, it looks like it's to the outside of the red package there.
That's
Right.
yeah,
As you go closer to the brown package here.
that's correct. Yeah, sorry, the light brown are actually sediments,
Yep.
sedimentary rocks, just to complete the geological picture. So what the lower zone actually comprises, as I mentioned, it's a feeder zone or a conduit. So what it is, it's a dike-like structure of gabbro and ultramafic rocks that actually feeds into the main magma chamber or the intrusion as we know it. And so we're getting semi-massive and massive sulfide within this feeder or conduit zone, and that's very significant because it really enhances our chances of upgrading the tonnage, and it also gives us very good potential to by following the conduit or the magma chamber to find another intrusion. And quite often these types of deposits do occur in clusters, and that's the key thing is really to following the plumbing system and following it very carefully.
Because you're kind of looking for those pockets of magma chamber kind of thing, right? Where that's what you're looking for as you follow that, right, Don?
Exactly, and that's the key to these deposit types. It's really all about following the plumbing system, and quite often the intrusions that host these deposits can be fairly small. But the advantage of these types of deposits, of these magmatic nickel copper deposits, is that they can be very high grade. And as I mentioned, by following the conduits and the channelways, the possibility of discovering additional silver deposits is very good, and that's what we're on to right now.
And it's a good sign too, Don, when you're finding those high grades so close to surface. I mean, that's ultimately what got me most excited about the drilling was I picked up Wolfden as a pick off the first drill hole when you intersected that lower zone, and kind of got the picture in my mind right away. Well, they're going to be looking for these magma chambers. it's a good sign when you're getting that high grade so close right at surface, eh, Don?
Unquestionably, it really doesn't matter what type of deposit you're looking for, whether it's a gold deposit or a copper zinc massive sulfide deposit or a magmatic nickel copper. Really, what you want right off the bat is grade as a starting point, and clearly we have that, and now it's really a matter of sort of stepping out and really finding out the limits of the mineralization, both in the deposit locale and also sort of stepping out elsewhere.
Okay, well, let's talk a little bit about that stepping out. I think there's a couple of slides. If we go down to the next slide, now you've got a really interesting model here. This one on page 9, on the right hand side, this shows the model of the whole sedimentary package, the gabbro, the mineralization, how it comes in there, the feeder system below the main zone. You've also got a couple panels on that one, and then zoomed in of the geophysics there. Why don't you? This is what really, this slide here is the really important stuff to understand, folks, because it gives you an understanding of what how they're going to keep moving beyond what they're looking at right here. So go ahead, Don.
Yeah, we'll start off with the slide that you referred to, Alan, the one on the right hand side, and the colors are the same as they were on the longitudinal section. The light blue being the gabbro ultramafic intrusion, underlain by the light brown, which are the sedimentary rocks. And these two sections that we're looking at on this page are both cross sections. So in the longitudinal section, we are looking to the northwest. In the cross section, we're looking perpendicular to that, or to the northeast. And so the morphology,
which is in the direction of the new claim blocks, correct?
That's correct.
Okay.
So it's in very simple terms, the intrusion itself in the magma chamber has the shape of a wine glass, and you know, with the purple or sort of the light blue portion of the wine glass being the goblet. So that's the magma chamber per se, and you can see at the bottom of the magma chamber the intrusion. Our interpretation of both the semi-massive and massive sulfides in the dark red, enveloped by the pink color or the disseminated sulfides. You can see that the sulfides really form right at the base of the magma chamber or the intrusion. And below that, you see the so-called stem of the wine glass. And you know, we discovered the new lower zone by actually doing some deeper drilling. The earlier drilling was completed by Inco in the 50s and 60s. Was very shallow. And once they got through the main zone at the base of the intrusion, they stopped the drill holes. What we did is we kept our drill holes going a little bit longer, and the other thing we did is we drilled some angle holes, which was very important because the new lower zone or the stem of the wine glass is subvertical, and your chances of intersecting that with vertical holes, you wouldn't have very much chance.
Right.
It was our angled holes that actually intersected that stem or the new lower zone, and then once we put it all together on the sections, it was pretty clear as to what the orientation of the feeder zone and the interpretation of that going into the main magma chamber feeding the lower zone.
So you, in the drilling, you got a couple of tasks there, don't you, Don? You've got to keep following the bottom of the stem and see how far that goes, and try to continue to look for new chambers below. Plus, you've also got to go up the sides of the wine glass.
Yeah, it's pretty clear. I think when you look at the section that both the massive and semi-massive sulfide as well as the disseminated mineralization could because there's only a few holes in this section, but you could get this mineralization continue right up to the surface there. In other words, on the left-hand side of the intrusion between where the mineralization is and where surface is. And then if you go to the slide on the left-hand side, that's showing again similar type morphology. The main zone of mineralization, the massive sulfide right at the base, and then as you can see, the one drill hole, the angled hole, mineralization, 2.4% nickel over 21 meters, and that's below the new lures. That's below the main zone in the sediments there. And the other interesting thing about this section is that the prism, that light green prism that you see, partially coincident with the drill intersection of that healthy intersection, represents a conductor, and that's modeled from our airborne geophysical survey. And you can see there's a pretty good coincidence with that strong conductor with the mineralization intersected in that drill hole. It suggests that there might be some continuity at depth, and that's backed up by you'll see the blue line and the red line, and those are modeled conductors that were defined by our fixed blue ground EM survey. So in addition to the airborne survey, we have the benefit of a fixed blue ground EM survey, and as you can see, there's a fair bit of coincidence between those conductors. So obviously, we have some deeper drilling to do on this section and other sections.
But the geophysics are helping you in guiding that drilling, correct, Don? That's what makes these most exciting, right?
No, absolutely. This style of mineralization, magmatic nickel copper mineralization, features purite, hematite, and chalcopyrite, and those are very, very conductive minerals. In addition, purite is very magnetic, so it's like any integrated exploration program. You have to use all the tools that are available to you and integrate that and marry that with your understanding of the geology.
Yeah, if you're lucky, it all works together, and it seems to be doing quite well here. The next slide 10 has the mag and EM conductors there with Rice Island outlined, and you can see the highest numbers there right at the looks like the south end of Rice Island.
Yeah, that's correct. And this slide is really shows where the upside is say in the local sense or in the locale of the deposit itself. And the blue line, that blue oval is in Rice Island itself. The gray shade is the Rice Island deposit projected to surface. And the contour, that's a contour map. So those the magenta and the reds and the yellows and the greens are showing the total field magnetics, and then those the symbols, the triangles, the lines are showing the location of the conductors, and this is all from the airborne geophysical.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah. So.
And so it's pretty clear that the Rice Island deposit is associated with that oval-shaped magnetic high, and also with a number of conductors there. And then if you go right to the extreme southwest end of Rice Island, you can see that those are the furthest holes we drilled to the southwest because that we didn't have the ground to the southwest. So that's really what was presented to us when we did this deal is the southwest extension of the Rice Island deposit is there's a very good chance that's on the new ground we acquired.
The next map.
The fact that as you can see those boxes, drill holes, Rice Island 15-13 and 14, 12, 13, and 14, all had very significant nickel values within them, and that's the furthest we drilled to the southwest. So if you look at the mag signature, it's very similar. You can see that magnetic high persisting to the southwest in that direction.
Yep.
And it's all accompanied by those symbols, which are EM anomalies. The red triangles are first priority targets of the strongest conductors, and the orange triangles are second order or conductors that are a little weaker. So you can see that trend extends for at least another 500 meters to the southwest, with the drill holes that were drilled right on the property boundary, all intersecting pretty good drill holes. So we think there's a very good possibility that the Rice Island deposit does continue to the southwest and is reflected by that geophysical trend.
So now we can see this also. The next slide 11 has you can see again the Rice Island in the mag, the more regional picture. Maybe explain that because you can see where that new high priority target is and other targets as well.
Yeah, yeah, when you look at again, it's a magnetic map from that was um, uh, defined by the airborne by the V10 survey, V10 geophysical survey. You can see it's very difficult to see unless you blow it up. But Rice Island is again, it's reflected by the magnetic high. And interesting, it's sort of located on that
There
linear
is a
trend.
port. There is a pointer there where the Rice Island nickel copper is in red. It
Yeah,
points right to where it is in the mag anomaly there.
yeah. There's a call out that points it out. And again, if you go to the immediately to the southwest of Rice Island, you can see that magnetic trend clearly continuing, and that's accompanied by they're very difficult to see, but there's those conductors that we had marked on the detailed map there. But the intent of this map is really just to show the property and to show where we think there are very good potential for additional deposits based on similarity in geophysical signature to the Rice Island deposit. To our knowledge, none of those targets have been drilled, and given that all of them are underneath the waters of Cusco Lake, we're going to have to wait until freeze up occurs. We're going to go in and we're going to characterize those airborne anomalies in more detail by doing, again, fixed loop ground EM surveys to get a little more information on the parameters of the anomalies before we drill them. This will all be occurring early in the year after freeze up.
And as you mentioned earlier, Don, that these magmatic events tend to happen in clusters. So where you find one, you should find more, right?
Well, that does happen, and I think the key thing is that and I mentioned it earlier in the interview, is that you really have to pay attention to the channelways or the pathways of fluid flow, and it's interesting when you look at that
For
linear.
the non-geologist out there, you might think of a path of least resistance, really deep in the Earth's crust. Is that what you're trying to say, Don?
Exactly,
Yeah.
and I think that trend, you can see that magenta colored trend that the Rice Island deposit is associated with. When you look at the geology map, which early in the presentation, you can see it's all mapped as sediments, and sediments are not magnetic at all. So clearly, that linear feature is really not reflecting the sediments. What I think it might represent is it's probably a deep-seated structure that may be tapping the upper mantle and possibly giving it sort of a channelway or porosity or open space for these fluids to come to surface there. So there's quite a few anomalies along that same trend that the Rice Island deposit is associated with that we'll be looking at. Obviously the first priority is one that's immediately to the southwest. And likewise, if you go to those priority anomalies that we have to the northwest of the deposit or towards the shoreline, again, you can see the sort of semi-linear shape of the magnetic features there that, again, may be reflecting a deep-seated structure there. So there's a lot of, obviously, there's a lot of questions that we have to answer as this program progresses there. But I think there's very good evidence to suggest that, at least on that Rice Island trend, that's reflecting a deep-seated structure that may have provided the porosity or open space for these fluids to reach upper crustal levels.
And Don, from a general explorationist perspective, when you find a magmatic event like this that's got those kind of juices flowing in it, that's generally where you want to get excited, right? You want to be rolling up your sleeves and trying to understand everything about it, because to get the whole package is not usually that easy.
No, it takes a lot of attention to detail, and in every respect, even with respect to your approach to exploration, where you have your exceptions like the Boise State deposit in Labrador and deposits in Russia, like Norilsk and that, and those are the anomalies, but more often than not, these are 400 meters long by 300 meters deep. So it's a very small intrusion. Yet the grades are 3.5% nickel and 2% copper with PGE, so they can be very, very high yielding.
Yeah, it's just like the difference between a high grade gold deposit, right? You're not going to get big, huge bodies, but you get the right one with that high grade in it and close to surface and other things in its favor, and all of a sudden, that's when things get really exciting in gold as well.
Yeah, yeah. No, there definitely are some parallels there, Alan, and even when you're drilling off one of these deposits, you really can't afford to step out too liberally, because if you are looking at a conduit or a channelway, they can change directions, they can change dip, they can come and go, and that's why you really have to do all you can in terms of tracing these things. So not only your diamond drilling, when you're doing your ground geophysics, it's got to be very detailed. You also have to do downhole EM or probe your holes once your holes are completed, again to help vector you in. So it's a type of deposit that you really need everything you get, and it requires systematic, detailed, prudent exploration
Well, Don, that's one thing that you guys have been exhibiting on this project since I first started covering it is very thorough work. Let's talk about things going forward, Don. When we're going to get in and do some more drilling on this exciting project.
Well, now that we have the land package we want, and we've identified, obviously just based on the geophysics, some very good quality targets. The regional coverage is almost all airborne, and now what we can do, particularly for those high priority targets to the northwest, is we can go in and go back to our airborne geophysics and really do some detailed analysis on those. You can model those conductors. You can model the mag as well to try to bring as much information as you can out of them prior to going in and doing some ground geophysics again after freeze up. But again, the priority for us, of course, is that high priority target immediately at the southwest of Rice Island. It's a strong conductor. What we're going to do with that, particularly anomaly, is again we're going to have to wait until freeze up. We'll get the geophysical crew out there and do a detailed fixed loop ground EM survey on that target, and continue down to the southwest, and really just try to get as much information and as much detail as we can out of that target. I think the airborne is always the first step, but prior to drilling, I like again for the sake of being complete and thorough, I think the ground EM survey just gives you a little more detail, a few more parameters.
So, Don, when is that freeze up? Is that early part of the new year? Is that what we're looking at?
Typically in the Snow Lake area, I think freeze up can start toward the end of November, and I think in a typical year, I think in terms of getting the ground geophysics done, we could probably get that done in December.
Oh, great.
For diamond drilling, obviously you need thicker ice. You need at least a couple of feet of ice to support a diamond drill. So diamond drilling will not be until January at the earliest on that target.
Yeah, but nonetheless, that ground geophysics, that's no small event either, because that helps you tighten up those drill targets so that when you do start drilling, higher chances of success, right, Don?
Absolutely. So we will be completing those ground fixed loop EM surveys on at least those 4 priority targets that we've outlined on that regional map. So we'll hit them all at the same time. Obviously, with the priority being the one immediately to the southwest of the deposit, but we're certainly pay pretty good attention to those other targets as well.
Because you want to bring those along as well while you're kind of focusing in on that main high priority target to extend the Rice Island, right?
Absolutely, because there's really nothing known about those other targets, really, other than the fact that geophysically they look very interesting, and so you can carry out both the detailed exploration and really understanding the limits of the Rice Island deposit. You can do it concurrently with stepping out and using the knowledge of the known mineralization and its association with the geophysics to explore some of those outlying targets as well.
Perfect. So, also, you've got some, before we go, give me a quick update on the Nickel Island property. You've got some drilling having been done there and some pending news. Give us a little rundown on this one too, Don.
Yeah, Nickel Island is also located in Manitoba. There, it's really in east central Manitoba. It's the style of mineralization is different than Rice Island. Again, it's a magmatic nickel copper deposit, but it's more similar to a style of mineralization that's very prominent in Australia, and they're known as Cambalda type deposits there. The host rocks are a little bit different than the intrusive type or like we have at Rice Island. They're more hosted in volcanic flows there, but they have the potential again of being very very high grade and also to carry very significant platinum group elements. Nickel was a property that was worked by Inco back in 1957, 1958, and Inco was taken over by Vale obviously a number of years ago, and Vale had Nickel Island in their property portfolio until May of last year, and then they let it go, and so I knew it was coming open, and I staked it. We got whatever information that was in the public domain, and we tried to put together as best as we could. And in summary, Nickel Island, very significant nickel copper mineralization, has been discovered outlined over about a 1 kilometer strike length there. So in terms of the dimensions, dimensions are actually larger than Rice Island, and some of the drill spacing is very broad. Again, the drilling was done with very small diameter drill core, and the holes weren't surveyed. So it presents a very interesting target in that some of the grades, if you go to the next slide, slide number 13, that's a longitudinal section of the known zone of mineralization. We're looking to the northeast, and you can see that that's a 1 kilometer strike length that I'm talking about of nickel mineralization. We're still open along strike in both directions.
Getting up over 1% nickel there, right? In some over decent.
There's some pretty compelling numbers there. You get 1.2% nickel over 21.3 meters. There's some higher grade intercepts of 3.12% nickel over close to 3 meters. If you look at the individual boxes there, so the approach on this property would be to the initial drill program. Because the drilling was done in 57, 58, and they mentioned Cambalda, we'd have to do a bit of confirmatory drilling really to get an idea of what to confirm the style of mineralization to our satisfaction. But the key thing is really to step out along strike and to drill at depth. And if you look at the next slide, which is slide number 14, again with Nickel Island, as we did with Rice Island, the first thing we did is we flew a high resolution D10 airborne geophysical survey, and that's what slide number 14 is showing. Slide number 14, you can see that sort of a dark green solid line that indicates our property position at Nickel Island, and then you can see the inset on the upper right, and what that's showing is the reds and magentas on the magnetic.
Okay, hold on a second, Don. You've got a black bordered Wolfden Resources claim block, and then there's a greenish bordered one.
Right.
Is that your entire claim block, the greenish border one, or?
It is.
Okay.
Yes, it is. In fact, the solid block line is the initial claims that we state, and then we've expanded our property position subsequent to that.
Okay.
And that was after we flew the airborne geophysical survey that defined quite a few interesting targets for us, not only in the vicinity of the known deposit, but also to the south, as you see on the geophysical map. And what we find interesting is that the known zone of nickel copper mineralization at Nickel Island, that's shown in that inset in the upper right, target area on
Yep.
Bigerman. There you can see those two white ovals, and
Yep.
those signatures are almost identical to the known zone of mineralization. And those target areas we know have not been drilled.
Boy, they look like they could. One of them could be an extension, and one of them a parallel.
They're very interesting. There's no question.
Okay.
It's the first time we see these because I think some of the Inco surveys that were done back in the 50s, you didn't have the resolution. Their line spacing was 800 meters
Oh wow.
one line every half mile. So that's the benefit of going in and doing the detail on the V10 survey where our flight lines were 100 meters there. So those targets look very, very interesting.
Now, Don, where did you do your recent drilling on Nickel Island?
We haven't drilled at Nickel Island.
Oh, okay. I thought there was drilling happening there or going to happen.
No. We hope to drill there at some point this fall or early this winter, and we've had to deal with there's three First Nations groups that live on Island Lake, and they're all within 10 kilometers of the property. So we're still engaging with those groups right now, Alan.
Okay.
Engagement has been ongoing for, I would say, the last 6 months. It's taken some time and obviously some effort, but I think we're getting there. We've had some very good dialogue. We're at the point now where we've had several meetings with the chiefs and the councillors and some of the elders, and my feeling at this point in time is that we're going to get the go-ahead for this initial drilling program, and we've approached it as a sort of a step-by-step method. You really don't want to get too involved. You really want to keep it simple so that they understand what you want to do, and then at the completion of each phase, you go back and you continue the dialogue. And so that's where we're at right now, Alan.
Okay, perfect. Well, Don, so before I wrap up, I wanted to mention that the shares outstanding is 74 million. Warrants and options bring it up to 89 million. Net cash of 1.6 million. Insider ownership of 18%. So lots of good information there. Market capitalization of only $10 million. I think based on that valuation and the various targets and projects they have, I think this one merits a close look by our audience. Eh, Don?
Yeah, we certainly think so, and we're quite excited about the upcoming exploration programs on both properties. And as always, we're always on the lookout for new things as well. I think there's always got to be. We're really keen on these two projects. We're excited about them, but we're also looking for other opportunities as well.
Well, and that's a really important point, Don, because a lot of my audience have been with me since the days of the first iteration of Wolfden. They've received shares in Premier Gold and watched Premier Gold follow a very similar path of what you're doing right now, building up a portfolio of really high quality projects. In fact, when I introduce Premier Gold as one of my sponsors, I often say they have an enviable portfolio of projects from exploration through to production in some of the best camps in all of the best camps in North America. So that's how really good companies get built, Don. And I'm hopeful that the second iteration of Wolfden is somewhat of the success the first iteration was.
No, it's certainly a very good model to use and something that you really try to emulate. And obviously, there's no shortcuts in this business. Really, it takes time, it takes work, it takes significant fundraising to do what you want to do to explore. And I think we've always had that approach. We're very systematic. Let's make the most of these opportunities, and we're hopeful that we can emulate the success of Premier. It's certainly a good role model for us, and it's certainly helpful to have Mr. Downey on board as a chairman of the board as well too.
Got that right, Don. I'm going to let you go now, Don. I've got to close off the show. Thank you very much for joining us again and giving us a great update on the Rice Island stuff. I'm so happy to hear that you got that key ground that was highly prospective, and now we can roll up our sleeves and get attacking all those various targets.
Absolutely. I'm really happy to join you today, Alan.
Thanks a lot, Don. I'll let you go. Have a great day.
Yeah, you too. Bye bye.
All right, folks. Before closing up the show here, I just want to do I changed things up a little bit today. I'm gonna do my sponsor messages at the end of the show. Usually I do them at the beginning, but I had kind of a little bit of a change today. So my sponsors include that these are members of my website sponsorship program. They include Nevada Exploration, or sorry, All Set Energy. ION is their symbol on the venture exchange. They're focused on lithium. They have their key projects are in Mexico. They're looking for low cost exploration, development, and production potential. A new energy kind of a company. Visit their website at allsetenergy.ca. That's ALSET energy.ca to do your homework. Nevada Exploration, NGE, on the Venture Exchange is a gold focused company in Nevada. They're using a new unique exploration method for looking for gold to unlock Nevada's underexplored regions. You can visit their website at nevadaexploration.com to do your homework. Premier Gold Mines, I mentioned them earlier, is a sponsor. They're gold focused. As I said, they have an enviable portfolio of projects from exploration to mining in Ontario, Nevada, and Mexico. Visit their website at premiergoldmines.com. That's PREMIER goldmines.com. Sirius Resources, SOI, on the Venture Exchange. They're gold focused. They're drilling the high grade gold target at the Chichu project in Quebec. They're located next door to Goldcorp's Eleanor Gold Mine. Visit their website at sirios.com/en. If you speak English, for those in French, they also have a French version. Tarku Resources, TKU, on the Venture Exchange. They're a grassroots gold exploration in Quebec. They're near a mine and a road being built to open the mining region near Quebec's first diamond mine. Visit their website at Tarku Resources, that's TARKU resources.com, to do your homework. Tudor Gold, TUD, on the Venture Exchange. Gold exploration with a strong portfolio of projects in the heart of the Golden Triangle of British Columbia, founded by Walter Storm of Osisko fame. They just had some drill results out today. Have a look at those and visit their website at tudor-gold.com to do your homework. West Red Lake Gold Mines, as trades on the CSE as in the symbol RLG. They're gold focused. They're drilling their high grade gold target, the Hinge Zone in Red Lake. They have Goldcorp as their partner. Visit them at westredlakegold.com. Wolfden Resources, just talked to Don Hoy from Wolfden, so you got an update on them. Check them out at wolfdenresources.com. So that's all my sponsors. That's the show. I want to close with before making any investment decisions, it's important for you to speak with your financial advisors and, most importantly, do your homework. I want to thank my guest, Don Hoy, my sponsors I just mentioned, and you, the viewers, for joining me today. You have a great day, and I'll talk to you. You have a great day, and I'll talk to you. You have a great day, and I'll talk to you. You have